Okay, so I wanted to do a video breaking down the supplements that I take. I had someone in the comments ask for it. Cyrus, this one's for you, brother. I want to break it down into what I'm calling God tier, and then we got S tier, and then we got what I'm kind of experimenting with. You know, jury's still out on whether or not I want to keep this in my routine. And then these are kind of like chopping blocks, so probably going to be eliminated. I'm not 100% sure yet, but let's just start with God tier, because these ones, they should be in literally every person's, like if you're trying to lose weight or build muscle or do both, you know, body recomposition, you need this. Men, women, don't listen to all the bro science telling you like that this is only for men or whatever. Like these are God tier. So number one, probably the absolute most researched supplement on the planet, that is whey protein. I mean, it's not really a surprise, especially because this jug is huge. Like, what else would it be? But whey protein is my go-to, and I usually just go Nutricost, the brand, because not sponsored, obviously, but they just make third-party tested quality supplements, and they're usually very, very cost-effective. They're usually the cheapest, to be honest. And sometimes I'll go whey protein concentrate. Sometimes I'll go whey protein isolate. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. I went right here as isolate because you're getting even more grams of protein and even less carbs and fat and all that stuff. But truth be told, whey protein concentrate is a little bit cheaper, and there's benefits to having a little bit of carbs, a little bit of fat. So you can't go wrong either way. If you want a little bit more grams of protein per calorie, go isolate. If you want just either one, is a complete protein source of the highest caliber, you know, other than like fiber that you would get from Whole Foods. This is the best. And then the second God tier supplement, ladies out there, do not listen to all the bros. This is so good in so many different ways. The second God tier supplement is creatine. This helps in so many different ways. Like, the only negative, honestly, is water retention. But the thing is, supplying your muscles with water is a good thing. Are you possibly gonna be, quote, bloated? I've been losing almost a pound a day, and I am taking creatine. So is my body overly saturated with water? Am I bloated? I don't feel bloated. Maybe at most I'm like less than a pound, maybe 0.7 pounds heavier because I'm carrying water. But that water is so valuable to your exercises, to just feeling better, to feeling fuller and all that stuff. Creatine is probably the second most researched supplement on the planet. There's 1,000 benefits for it, and all of the kind of like wives' tales of the negatives. Like, I remember growing up, don't take it because it's gonna make you go bald. It's gonna shrink your balls as a guy, or you're gonna get acne, or whatever it is. And like, none of those turned out to be true. And the craziest thing about it, the thing that got me back onto creatine, was a recent study that literally every single YouTuber and influencer keeps citing. But there was a recent study that showed, because every study prior to this one that I'm about to talk about always looked at creatine in regards to, does it help you put on or maintain muscle? And every single study was testing like 5 grams of creatine a day. And it showed that people were able to, have more endurance, put on more muscle, a good amount. But a recent study showed they tested the effects of creatine on the brain, not just your muscles, right? So they had a group of people who didn't take any creatine and they were sleep deprived. And then they had a group that was sleep deprived that was taking 20 grams of creatine. And the insane part about it was that the people that were taking 20 grams of creatine while sleep deprived, pretty much all that cognitive impairment that you would have from not getting sleep, like fogginess, tiredness, sleepiness, all that stuff, was practically mitigated. And some people were showing that they were more cognitively functional on the 20 grams of creatine with no sleep. It was just bananas. And I can definitely vouch for that. Like, if I didn't get a good amount of sleep last night and I take a bunch of creatine, I feel good. I feel like I got a good night's sleep. It's really weird. So not only do you get the benefits of, performance when you're working out or trying to maintain muscle while cutting weight and losing weight and burning fat, but you also get a cognitive boost. So that's awesome. All right, So that's God tier. You gotta do these, men, women, young, old. You gotta implement these into your diet, because more likely than not, you're not getting enough creatine and you're probably not getting enough protein. Okay, let's move on to what I'm calling S tier. And I'm gonna probably have a little bit of anecdotal stories, but let's start with the most boring one. But this is S tier, honestly. A daily multivitamin, a quality one, Kirkland brand, Kirkland Signature, Costco, basically. They're a good quality supplement supplier, daily multi. I mean, you just gotta do it just in case, you know? You might be getting all your nutrients from all of your whole foods in your normal diet, but sometimes we don't, right? Sometimes we don't, and it's good to just kind of, it's like hedging our bets type of thing. And a good multivitamin that has pretty much everything you need in terms of vitamins and minerals, good idea. So I put this in S tier. It's kind of boring though. All right, other S tier, omega-3 fish oil. Now, there's been a lot of debate in terms of like the source of your omega-3s and other things like that. I'm keeping it simple right now. I just want to go to Costco and buy all my supplements and then get some other stuff on Amazon. But a fish oil, omega-3s are so important. What do we got with omega-3s? I got some notes here. We got strong anti-inflammatory effects, beneficial for the heart and the joint, improves blood lipid profile, it supports brain health, mood regulation, reduced depression, essential for eye and nervous system. There are just so many different things. But anecdotally, fish oil is a weird one for me because it makes my skin feel and look better. Like, so I have weird places where I'll just get random flare-ups of eczema. Like, if you watch my videos from like 4 months ago when I was at my unhealthiest, I would have like eczema form right here on my eye and sometimes on this side, but mostly this side. And it would get itchy, it would get dry, so then I would get pimples and I get acne all over here. And whenever I started taking, or remember to take, fish oil, like 3 a day, it would go away within like a week. And I know that it's directly related to that because I wouldn't change anything else. That was back in the day. Now that I'm like exercising and walking and eating right and eating whole foods and supplementing, I haven't seen any eczema on my skin since. So fish oil, S tier. The last S tier I got here, I started incorporating it recently because I used to think I was getting it here, but I guess there's so many different forms of this one, and I'm going with magnesium citrate. So why I love magnesium, I got some notes here. It's involved in over 300 enzyme reactions. It relaxes muscles. It supports energy production, nerve signaling, regulates blood sugar and blood pressure. And this is the main reason why I take it. It improves my sleep. So I'll take one in the morning after my workout, but I'll also take one when I am like 2 hours before sleep. And this combined with something else that I'm gonna talk about has been really helping my sleep quality. My smartwatch tells me it, my smart bed tells me it. It has made a significant impact, and I've only started taking this, I think, like 3 weeks ago. So magnesium citrate, very important. Okay, moving on to my experimental ones. Like I actually am quite liking these, and they're probably gonna end up moving to either S tier or God tier, but still experimenting, still not sure if it's really helpful. But kind of piggybacking off of the helping with my sleep, I started introducing glycine into my supplement stack right before bed as well. So I would take my magnesium with my glycine 2 hours before bed. And what is glycine supposed to do? Calming neurotransmitter that improves sleep quality, supports collagen production for skin, joints, and connective tissues. It aids in digestion, and it has potential protective effects of the liver and metabolic health. I don't know about that, but I bought it because I heard that it helps, I guess, the absorption of creatine, and also helps with your sleep. So I actually just introduced this maybe a week ago, and my sleep has improved. That's how, like, I could tell that these things are working. So even though I'm putting this in experimental category, it's probably gonna move into A tier very soon. Maybe in a couple months, I'll do like a supplement update. Okay, other experiment, betaine, also known as trimethylglycine. So I had heard that this really helps you with energy for your workouts. It helps stop the body from taking in your food and storing it as fat. And it's kind kind of found in a lot of pre-workouts. So I figured I might as well start taking it. Let me see what else it's supposed to do. Supports heart and vascular health, supports liver detoxification, improves muscle performance and endurance in athletes, and plays a role in methylation, aka DNA repair and gene regulation. So when I heard that people were taking this and there was significant research backing up that people were getting better workouts, lasting longer, pushing harder, more blood flow and all that stuff. Oh, sorry, this one. I mean, it was just kind of a no-brainer, and it's like super cheap. So it's like, why not try it? I have felt that I can swim longer and my workouts feel better. So for something that's kind of dirt cheap, I'm starting to introduce it. So that's probably gonna move, I don't know, man, maybe God tier. So we got S tier, we got God tier. I might have an A tier. Maybe this ends up being A tier. Okay, this one is also kind of experimental. I just heard a lot of like health experts on YouTube talk about it, so I started introducing it. I honestly don't know if it's making a difference or not, but it's also very cheap, so I might as well keep taking it. But right now it's still in an experimental phase, which is sulforaphane. So sulforaphane, which is usually found in broccoli and other vegetables. It's a potent antioxidant that activates NRF2 pathways. It supports detoxification and boosts liver enzymes. It reduces inflammation and oxidative stress, potential anti-cancer properties, and supports brain health. In my head, this is like broccoli in a pill. I love broccoli, so I eat a lot of it, but you know, this is kind of just hedging my bet. You know, on the days that I don't get enough veggies, sulforaphane makes me feel like I got my supplements or my vitamins and minerals from somewhere else. Again, jury's still out on that one, but it's relatively cheap, so I'm not really tripping too hard on it. I don't know if it's gonna go S tier or God tier, but definitely A tier. And then last on the experimental ones, this one's kind of a weird one, but I take apple cider vinegar. So what I've heard about apple cider vinegar, well, for one, and I know this one helps me, it definitely blunts my hunger. Like if I'm getting super hungry, but I'm already past when I want to stop eating, drinking 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar diluted with water pretty much kills my appetite because it's freaking nasty. Like I hate it. It burns my mouth. So drink it through a straw, dilute it. You don't want to strip your enamel on your teeth and burn your esophagus and all that stuff. But it has a lot of good there's a reason why there's so many apple cider vinegar supplements, but usually the supplements are like in gummy form filled with a bunch of sugar and carbs. You don't want none of that. Just go pure apple cider vinegar with the mother, raw and unfiltered. So I take it before bed. When I take my glycine and my magnesium, it kind of just signals to the body, yo, we're in fat burning mode, stop storing fat. I'll take it in the evening. I'll also take it first thing in the morning, right before my workout, so that potentially I can help my body burn fat during my workout versus carbs or glycogen, although it really kind of depends on how intense the workout is. And then I'll also just kind of take it midday if I'm planning to have like a carb heavy meal, or if I'm just feeling hungry midday and I need something to kind of help with that hunger signal. All right, now we're moving to the chopping block. Like, I guess I'll just call this like B tier. I don't know if I'm going to continue to take them once I run out, but I take them. So these are honestly kind of just like habitual. Like I've been taking it forever, so I just haven't stopped. But here they are. So the first one is glucosamine. So the reason why I take glucosamine, or I keep taking glucosamine, honestly, it's a little bit of a weird one. So when I was, I think like 22, me and my cousin, we made a bet to see who can dunk first. And I'm not a tall guy. Both of us are 5'6", right? So we got to jump like 4 feet in the air to dunk a basketball. But we both got into the best shape of our lives. But unfortunately, because I'm kind of stupid, I was playing basketball with friends one day, and we were, you know, trying to play dunk ball on a smaller hoop, and I decided to put a chair in front of a table, and then I tried to jump off the chair 360 over the table and dunk it. And this was on one of those little portable basketball hoops that like you fill with sand or water in the base to hold it up. Anyways, I don't even remember if I finished the dunk or not, but I ended up landing, my ankle landed right on the edge of that base of the hoop, and I just cracked my ankle, just broke it, just obliterated it. And of course everyone's laughing because like someone else twisted their ankle recently and they thought I just twisted my ankle, and I'm like, nah guys, I think it's a little worse than a twist, you know? And yeah, they kind of helped me take my shoe off, and yeah, broke my ankle, a little bit of the bone sticking out. It was like, oh man, thank God I had my friends there. They literally drove my car to the hospital. But anyways, long story short, I broke my ankle, and yeah, I was so like, I am gonna heal from this faster than any human possible. So I was taking calcium, I was taking glucosamine, I was taking shark fin supplements. I was doing everything I could find on the internet that would help heal. And yeah, 3 weeks after I broke my bone, my ankle, they were cutting off the cast so they can recast me because whatever the word is, atrophy. My calf and my like leg just shrank so much, so they had to recast me, right? And that was at week 3. And when they cut the cast off, they told me that I was fully healed and I don't need a cast anymore. And yeah, it kind of was like, whoa. And they told me, it was funny, like it went straight to my head, but they're like, dang, you're like Wolverine. That's the fastest we've ever seen someone heal from a broken ankle. So after that, I mean, how am I not gonna continue to take glucosamine? Because it's like, it helped me. I healed. I was like Wolverine. Like, it's supposed to take 6 to 8 weeks, right? Like 2 months plus to heal from a fracture. And I got my cast off in 3 weeks and was walking in 3 weeks. So yeah, so that's why I take glucosamine. But honestly, I don't see or hear anyone talking about it. So I don't know if it's actually necessary, but it's supposed to help with joint and bone health and ligaments and all that other stuff. So I don't know, but kind of in the same vein is this one, calcium citrate. I mean, I like the fact that the Kirkland brand comes with magnesium and zinc because those are pretty important, but I think I get zinc in my multivitamin, and I also now just have a magnesium supplement. So whether or not I really need a calcium supplement, I'm just not sure yet. I think I just need to get blood work done to see, am I calcium deficient? Am I vitamin D deficient? Do I need that? Or does my normal diet just kind of fulfill that need? So I'm not 100% sure here, but yeah, honestly, kind of piggybacking off the story prior, I just take it out of habit. You know, my parents always told me like strong bones, right? I'm a millennial. We grew up with Got Milk, right? With all those ads with the milk mustache, how important calcium is and everything. So I just take it, but I don't know if I actually need it. And then the last one on the chopping block is a super B complex supplement. So this one has B1, which is thiamine, riboflavin, B2, B6, niacin, folate, B12, biotin. It has all that stuff. So B complex, what it's supposed to help with is supports energy metabolism by helping convert food to usable energy, aids in nervous system function, helps blood cell formation, improves skin, hair, and nail health, and may reduce stress and fatigue. I don't know, I always kind of thought of it as like the thing that helps everything else function properly. It helps your body take the nutrients out of your food and actually use it. So it's probably not going to be on the chopping block. It's also cheap too. It's kind of weird though, because I feel like I just piss it all out most of the time. Like whenever I take a B vitamin, within like a couple hours I pee, and my pee is like neon yellow. Usually it's like practically clear because I'm eating so clean right now, but every time I take a B vitamin, it just looks like I piss all of it out. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to continue to do that, but I do like the fact that, you know, it includes biotin, you know, hair, skin, and nail. I'm kind of thinning right now as I get older, so anything that's like good for my hair and my skin is a good idea to take, but I'm just not 100% sure. So these three, I just need to do a little bit more research because it might just be overkill and I'm taking something that I don't need. That's all the supplements that I take. God tier, these are never going to go away. They are top tier. S tier, these are goats also. And then these are probably gonna move into A tier. These are my experimental ones. And then these ones are chopping block. I need to do more research because I don't know if I should keep taking them. Anyways, that's today's video. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.